porque la amenaza la tienen en su propia casa. El diablo está en casa, pues. El diablo, el propio diablo está en casa. Ayer vino el diablo aquí. Ayer estuvo el diablo aquí. En este mismo lugar huele a azufre todavía esta mesa donde me ha tocado hablar. Ayer, señoras, señores, desde esta misma tribuna, el señor presidente de los Estados Unidos, a quien yo llamo el diablo, vino aquí hablando como dueño del mundo, como vocero del imperialismo, vino a dar sus recetas para tratar de mantener el actual esquema de dominación, de explotación y de saqueo a los pueblos del mundo. Está haciendo desesperados esfuerzos por consolidar su sistema hegemónico de dominación. Nosotros no podemos permitir que eso ocurra. No podemos permitir que se instale la dictadura mundial. Y la más grande amenaza que se cierne sobre nuestro planeta, la pretensión hegemónica del imperialismo norteamericano, pone en riesgo la supervivencia misma de la especie humana.
So let's define what the devil means. All right. In the Greek is G1228. Okay. It means false accuser. Okay, see that? And slanderer. Okay. Prone. These people would be prone to slander, slanderous, accusing falsely, acuminator, false accuser, slanderer. And this being the key that you need to understand and get in your head, you know, for a lot of you Christians that, you know, that believe he's Satan, okay? It's a metaphor applied to a man who, by opposing the cause of the Most High, may be said to act the part of the devil or to side with him. So applied to a man who, by opposing the cause of the Most High, may be said to act the part of the devil or to side with him. And this would be Esau, Edom. Why they are known as the devil. As you heard Chavez, he was speaking, he was talking about these people. These people are the curse of the earth, according to the scriptures, and they are the Edomites. And they are known as the devil, not because just the Israelites are saying it, but because the wicked oppression and because they covet lands and fields and they take them by violence from people all around the world. And in this lesson, I'm just going to show a few videos to prove that, and hopefully you'll be edified. Second Esdras, chapter 11. Second Esdras, chapter 11. And we'll go down to verse 39. Art not thou it that remainest of the four beasts? When you go back to Daniel chapter 7, it shows you the four beasts. That would be the Babylonians, the four major empires that rule the earth. That's what we're talking about. The four major empires that rule the earth were the Babylonians, the Persians and the Medes, the Greeks, and now the Romans. And the Lord is telling us that we are still in the Roman period, and the people that are ruling over us are the wicked. Okay, they are the Edomites. They are the devil. Okay. Second Esdras 11:39. Art not thou it that remainest of the four beasts, whom I made to reign in my world, that the end of their times might come through them, the end of whose time? Esau, Edom. Okay. Now let's go here. Second Esdras 6 and verses 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of times, or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born to him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So by default, Esau is the end of the world. He would be the ruler of the Roman Empire at the end. Okay? All right. So let's go back. Second Esdras 11:39. Art not thou it that remainest of the four beasts, whom I made to reign in my world, to rule, reign in my world, to rule, that the end of their times might come through them? We just told you who the end of the times is going to come through. It's going to come through Esau. Okay? All right? The Roman Empire today is America, is Babylon the Great, with EU and NATO, okay, over there in Europe. They make up the Roman Empire, okay? Verse 40. And the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth with much oppression. Because once they dropped the bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the world feared them, the whole world, okay? All right, no nation wanted to come against America. And so long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit, which points out that is telling you that he is the devil. You see that? Do you understand that? All right. For the earth hast thou not judged with truth. For thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable, thou hast loved liars, and destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruit, and hast cast down the walls of such as did thee no harm. Okay? Again, they dropped bombs on Hiroshima. All right? They destroyed the Israelites here and took the land. They coveted the land and took it by violence. All right? And they also stripped bare the tribe of Judah that was in Europe. All right? Okay? They ordered a decree that all non-Christians should be slaves. Okay? That was the Domdivarius law. You can look that one up. All right? Passed through the Catholic Church. Okay? And that's how you got half of the world Christians today. It was by force of the sword and deceit. Okay? All right? They put themselves up as the people of the Holy Bible. Okay? Verse 44. The highest also has looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended, and his abominations are fulfilled. Okay? So the Lord is going to eventually end the abominations of the Roman Empire. Okay? But you have to understand that Esau, Edom, is causing all this hell on the earth. Okay? All right? And the scriptures bear it out.
About 10 days after 9/11, I went through the Pentagon and I saw Secretary Rumsfeld. And about 10 days after 9/11, I went through the Pentagon and I saw Secretary Rumsfeld. And one of the generals called me in. He said, "Sir, you got to come in and talk to me a second." I said, "Well, you're too busy." He said, No. He says, "We've made the decision. We're going to war with Iraq." I said, "We're going to war with Iraq? Why?" He said, "I don't know." He said, "I guess they don't know what else to do." I said, "Well, did they find some information connecting Saddam to Al-Qaeda?" He said, No. He says, "There's nothing new that way. They just made the decision to go to war with Iraq." He said, "I guess it's like we don't know what to do about terrorists, but we got a good military and we can take down governments." So I came back to see him a few weeks later, and by that time we were bombing in Afghanistan. I said, "Are we still going to war with Iraq?" And he said, "Oh, it's worse than that." He said, "I just got this down from upstairs," meaning the Secretary of Defense's office today, and he said, "This is a memo that describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years, starting with Iraq and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off Iran." I said, "Is it classified?" He said, "Yes, sir." I said, "Well, don't show it to me." About 10 days.
How many Haitians there actually are? Haitian, I want to be clear, not Haitian Americans, American citizens, but Haitian illegal immigrants, people who came here illegally. How many are there in Ohio, in Springfield, Ohio? I don't know, but there are many in Florida, in New York, in different parts of the country, and the reason is, and J.D. Vance, nor Donald Trump, nor Elon Musk, nor any of these influencers who are claiming to be so worried about the United States and these Haitian migrants destabilizing our country or eating cats or anything else, none of them want to talk about the real reason Haitians are coming here in boats and dying on the way. And the fact is that for decades and decades, I mean, really, you can trace this back even to the Haitian Revolution, but of 1804. But in particular, the last really, few decades we can just focus on, the U.S. has repeatedly and consistently destabilized Haiti, among other countries in Latin America in particular, leading to massive amounts of immigration, of illegal immigration. In Haiti, in the case of Haiti in particular, the United States overthrew or assisted or engineered the overthrow, not once, but twice, of the popular elected president, Jean-Bertrand Aristide. What happened after that is basically Haiti was, in particular after the 2004 coup that the Bush administration oversaw, is the country was dismembered. And then you had the earthquake in 2010, which the Clinton Foundation came in and basically made the country's it just took apart. It ruined the state. There's no state services. So these videos that you see going viral on Twitter of garbage everywhere, piles of garbage and disgusting water and sewage everywhere, that's not the fault of people living in that. That is the fault of the regime that is put in place by the U.S. after these coups d'etats, and meddling and interference in elections. Back in 2010, 2011, Hillary Clinton, when she was Obama's Secretary of State, put in the Zelensky before Zelensky of Haiti, a totally corrupt puppet who was just a singer. He was an entertainer, and installed him as the president. And he basically did his best to gut the country, to pillage wealth, to take money from the Petro-Caribe Fund. This is I should say his name is Michel Martelly. He was a singer and goes by the name Sweet Mickey. And he's the brother-in-law of a huge alleged drug dealer, for example. So this is just an example of the kind of chicanery that the United States has been doing in Haiti, meddling. And then you have the 2021 assassination of the president, Jovenel Moise, which is still unsolved. It's like there's no real impetus, and it has U.S. fingerprints all over it. It's basically an open secret that the U.S. knows who did it. And there's no interest. There's no interest in solving that assassination, which is very curious. So, I mean, I could go on, but I also want to point out that this isn't just the Democrats who did this. This isn't just the Clintons and the Biden administration. Now the policy is something called the Global Fragility Act, which was passed under Donald Trump when he was president in 2019, and it's basically maybe better said as the crumbling empire act. The whole idea is to reinforce U.S. control of these like colonies that it's losing its grip on, and Haiti is the test case. And that's what is happening right now. Is the Biden administration, following the Trump administration's passage of this act, has engineered an invasion of Haiti, where it's basically paid Kenyan troops, specifically Kenyan, because they are black. It's like, if I feel like if conservatives
enclaved right between them in Gaza's waterfront property. It could be a very valuable organization enclaved right between them in Gaza's waterfront property. It could be very valuable to if people would focus on kind of building up livelihoods. You think about all the money that's gone into this tunnel network and into all the munitions. If that would have gone into education or innovation, what could have been done? And so I think that it's a little bit of an unfortunate situation there, but I think from Israel's perspective, I would do my best to move the people out and then clean it up. But I don't think that Israel has stated that.
But also, there are real fears on the part of Arabs, and I'm sure you talk to a lot of them, who think once Gazans leave Gaza, Netanyahu's never going to let them back in.
Maybe, but I'm not sure there's much left of Gaza at this point. So, this organization.
Okay, so you saw the mischief of Esau, Edom. You see what they have done in the earth. All right. So, Micah 2 in verses 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it's in the power of their hand, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Okay, so that's what they've been doing this whole time, as you've seen in the previous videos. Okay, again, they took down the Native Americans. All right, they took their land by force and violence. All right, at this very moment, they're bombing Gaza, and they want the land. Okay, they want the land so that they can be able to do what they want with it. Okay, that's what this is all about. It's not about them, coming into their land and all that territory. They allowed that to happen so that they can be able to bomb them. Okay, They left the gate wide open. Okay? That was clear. If you go back and check that out. Okay? All right? They rolled right in and they flew right in. All right? They have the best security in the world, but somehow they were able to penetrate it. Yeah. Okay. All right, but this is their MO. Okay? But the Lord is going to judge them. Micah 2:3. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go hardly, for this time is evil. Okay? What family is he talking about? All right? I'll tell you. Malachi 1 and verses 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Yet I love Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord has indignation forever.